You are eager to move and feel like an athlete again, but you're afraid to because you've been given misinformation, outdated recommendations, flat out lies, all the things that we like to call the nope.
In this series, we will debunk the nope, transform it into hope, allowing you to reclaim your birthright of healthy and athletic.
Don't forget to subscribe and share so that you and your friends are not missing out on any of this content. We want you to become a lifelong athlete. Let's get to it. Hey Brandy, what's today's nope?
These kipping pull-ups are going to hurt my shoulders.
How many of you heard that out there, that kipping pull-ups are going to injure your shoulders, or that it's a cheated rep and you should just do strict pull-ups? All the shade is thrown at kipping pull-ups. But what's the hope? The hope is that when we understand that a kipping pull-up is more of an agility, more of a coordination, more of a power movement to the shoulders, we can start to have a different conversation. Now, we are in agreement that kipping pull-ups can injure your shoulders, not from the movement itself, but if you don't have the prereqs available to do that particular movement. What are those prereqs? You need a lot of shoulder flexion. You need to be able to have good shoulder stability, good shoulder mobility, good shoulder strength and endurance, and you need to be able to accept power. How do we assess that? How do we look at that? We're gonna go through it. Brandy, go ahead and lay down. First thing we're gonna hit off that checklist is, does she have enough shoulder mobility? So go ahead, reach your arms up overhead. We're looking to see, does her back arch to try to give her some more range because the lats are holding down. So can she keep her back flat as she reaches up? If she can pass that, let's bring the legs on up. Yep, just like that. Go ahead, reach over. And if I bring these up, let's see what happens with the shoulders. So pretty good there. So now let's go onto your belly. And let's just show us the Superman, Brandy. So when we're looking at the Superman, I want to see, can the shoulders get up and clear, or is the motion all coming from the back right here? We want to make sure the shoulders can get up overhead, because that kip, if it's not coming from the shoulders, it's going to come from somewhere, and we don't want it to come from the back. If she's limited in that, then we have to dive in and see, is it shoulder mobility due to tissue length, or is it stability or motor control, or is there a shoulder weakness? All that would be identified by other types of assessments, but we're going to go ahead and move forward, because the next thing you want to be able to do before you do a kipping pull-up is strict pull-ups. You should be able to do at a minimum 3, some people will say 10, so a range of 3 to 10 strict pull-ups before you go for the kipping pull-up. Brandy's been working hard on her strict pull-ups. Let's see what she's got. Good, so is she going to be ready for kipping pull-ups? We'll have to see. Go ahead and come down. And then lastly, we want to see, can the shoulder accept power-based movement? When we're pulling down this way, there's not too much of a power component because the amount of time that it takes. When you kip, you're using a stretch reflex and you're using a lot of power to do that. So quick test that we can use just to see, can you accept power before we get you hanging on a bar, swinging and kipping back and forth? So we're gonna do, I'm gonna throw this ball to Brandy. She's gonna go do a sit-up, go overhead, and she's gonna come up and throw this back right into my gut. Ready? Mm-hmm. All right, she's gonna go down, reach overhead, sit up, and right to the gut. Good, if she can knock me down with another gut blow, then we might be ready to get onto the bar and start that kip swing. What we want you to take away from this, if you've been told that kipping pull-ups are dangerous, we want you to know that if you use the right things to get up to a kipping pull-up, you use progressive overload, you don't expose yourself to a movement too soon that you may not be prepped for, then you're gonna be okay with it.
Transform that nope into hope today.
We are here to empower you to get out of the nope, replace it with hope, and help you to reclaim your birthright of healthy and athletic.
In this video, we busted some myths, updated your education, showed you some of our favorite movements, external loading, but at best, that's only half the equation. The other half is internal load, how we adapt to it. We don't just specialize in movement, but how we actually adapt to it to become lifelong athletes.
We can't wait to coach you if you're interested, so head over to hopenotnope.org and we'll see you there.